It's time to talk about Donald Trump's logorrhea. How many polite ways are there to ask whether the President of the United States is losing it? It's a disgrace. It's just an absolute disgrace. Trump prompts outrage with claim NATO troops avoided front lines in Afghanistan. So Trump talking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, dismissing NATO. The only time that Article 5 was ever invoked was 9/11, and NATO countries came to the aid, followed the United States into battle in Afghanistan, and Trump just quite plainly said, yeah, but they didn't go to the front line. They didn't do anything. They were at the back of. They made sure they were safe. 165 Canadian women and men, soldiers, lost their lives. Article 5, backing the United States. 165 Canadians lost their lives. Hundreds and hundreds of NATO troops from around the world lost their lives. And Trump incorrectly, casually dismisses any of it. This is the attitude of the United States of America now. This rhetoric is only bolstered support for Mark Carney. Not just globally, because the world got to see what we have as our prime minister, Mark Carney. The world got to see that. Canadians have got to see it for the last year. The world got to see it. We are extremely fortunate to have this man. And are we willing to back him up and stand up for Canada? Or are we going to turtle and cave like Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives would have us do? Oh, please, Mr. President, we'll do whatever you want, Mr. President. That's not what Carney is doing. Carney is saying, no deal is better than a good deal. And that's pissing the Americans off. Scott Bessent this Ludnick character, what a fool that guy is. It's pissing them all off that Canada has a backbone and saying no. And so our prime minister coming out and saying, no, we're not here because of the United States, at the pleasure of the United States. We're here because we're Canada, and we're Canada strong. And it's up to us as Canadians to put our money where our mouths are. If you believe that. If you want to be one of these Canadians that turtle, I'll help you pack your bags. You can move to the United States right now. If you're not willing to stand up for this country and stand up to the Americans, and it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. It's going to get worse. Because Trump is a sick human being. Did you see the pictures in Davos? His hand is purple, big purple blotch on his hands. This is a man whose body is sick from the inside out. America is a culture that is sick and rotting from the inside out. Masked men driving around in masked vehicles, grabbing people out of their homes, out of their cars. This is what some Canadians, want to aspire to? Not my Canada. Not in my Canada. Have the day you deserve.